Okay, at this time, let's put our hands together and welcome Nicole Trainor.
Almost 17 million children, which is about 1 in 5, are diagnosed with a mental health disorder, such as ADHD, behavior disorders, anxiety, or depression, and it's starting as early as preschool. We need to make SEL a priority and start meeting our students' social and emotional needs in order for them to succeed in school, at work, and in life. We need to educate the whole child, and it's more than just a program, it's a mindset. There's a ton of research that'll show how SEL improves grades, attendance, behaviors, and attitudes, but teachers also report that SEL contributes to their own feelings of happiness and helps them be more organized, responsive, and less stressed. SEL teaches our children to be aware of themselves and others and identify their feelings and triggers. If a child can speak 3 languages, do advanced math, and have top grades, but can't manage their emotions, interact with their peers, or handle stress, that's not going to matter. SEL will teach students empathy and resilience, 2 skills they'll need for school and life. Empathy is about being able to make a connection with someone and to be able to understand and care how that person is feeling. With the increased incidence of school violence, one thing that the shooters have in common, besides some mental health issues, is a lack of connection with their peers and the staff. They could dissociate from the experience because they never really learned how to empathize. We all have those students in our class that give up easily, have a low frustration tolerance, refuse to do the work if they think it's too hard. School itself is a constant exercise in resilience. We place demands on students as soon as they walk in our classroom and throughout the day. But we need to help them build that resiliency skills so that they can learn to persevere. If kids come to us from strong, healthy, functioning families, it makes our job easy, but if they don't, it makes our job more important. Google conducted a study and found that their most successful employees had great soft skills: being a good coach, communicating and listening well, having empathy, being supportive of their colleagues, being a good problem solver, and able to make connections. The top 10 skills for 2020 include soft skills, like emotional intelligence and coordinating with others. But we're not teaching and exposing our students to these skills that they'll need to be competitive in the job market. These are some of the headlines in the newspapers today. 40% of employers say that they have difficulty filling job openings because the young workers lack skills such as communication, teamwork, and punctuality. If we want our students to be future ready and successful in life, we have to shift our focus and priorities to purposefully teach and infuse SEL skills into the curriculum, our staff, and our culture. SEL and mindfulness are important not only for our students, but our staff as well. We need to be cognizant of their mental health needs and stresses to help them be ready to connect and teach. 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental health disorder at some point in their lives. Suicide is now the second leading cause of death among 10 to 34-year-olds, and the overall suicide rate has increased 31% since 2001. Mental and physical health are deeply connected. People with mental health disorders are more likely to develop heart disease and diabetes. Doctors have now shifted their mindset and are seeing the benefits of holistic treatment and mindfulness in curing physical diseases. Trauma and brain fog is real. Normally, I have a photographic memory, but from when I found out that I had cancer in February until June, I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in that time period. But I do remember the hugs, the kind words, and the love I was shown. Our students can't learn if they can't focus and retain what we're teaching because of whatever is clouding their hearts and minds. But they will remember those connections and the love that we show them. I'm an adult with experience, a strong support system, and pretty good coping skills, and I barely made it through that experience. This is why we need to focus on building those relationships with our students and giving them those SEL and coping skills. Mindfulness and breathing techniques are an integral part of SEL, and they can be so simple and quick, yet so beneficial. I'm not going to breathe on this because it's really loud, but I'd like you to hold up a hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to inhale when you go up your finger, and exhale when you go down the finger. So you're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Something so simple like that to do with your kids before you start your lesson. It just resets them, it gets them ready to focus. Something I do with my son is I have him, when he starts to get angry, I have him hold up his finger and pretend to blow out a candle. He tells me to do the same thing when I'm angry. He's like, "Ma, get your candle out." And then you just take a deep breath. But it's something visual, it's great for children. It takes 2 seconds, and it's just something that they'll be able to use with them throughout their life. We have to commit to educate the whole child, their mind and heart, to prepare our children to not only be future ready, but to be present ready, and to take on the challenges and experiences that they're dealing with every day. We know how hard it is as adults to navigate and cope in this world, and we owe it to our children to provide them with the supports and tools they'll need to not only survive, but to thrive. Thank you.